Hello guys, welcome back to another review. Today I'm going to be going over the fourth Assassin's Creed game, Black Flag. Many people say that this was the last great Assassin's Creed game. I would disagree and say that Origins was also very good, and Odyssey at least almost matched Origins. However, today we're going to be going through the features of Black Flag, and I'll be telling you if you should play it or not. So starting off with the gameplay, we have the combat. So before I begin, the game was made in 2013, so everything in the game is quite outdated, including the graphics, the combat, and everything else. But despite this, I'm giving the combat a 5 out of 10. Because I feel like that does it justice. The combat is quite smooth, and yeah, the guns are fun to play with and everything. As for the items in inventory, it's been some time since I played this last, so I don't really remember how it worked, but there are darts that you can use that do different things, and I think those are pretty fun to use, so I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. Following this, we have the RPG elements. This is like upgrading your boat and upgrading your character. And you can do a lot of that in this game, which is good. So I'm giving that a 7 out of 10. As for the graphics, the environmental graphics of this game are not that great. I know that most people won't be happy about that, but if you compare them to the standard of modern games, they don't match up at all. The visual effects are okay for that time. And the interface, I feel, is quite clean still. Very clear and understandable, and also the HUD is also pretty well made. Next up, we have the story. The main story, and I don't know what's going on. The main story and quests was 8 out of 10. I felt like the story of Black Flag was actually pretty interesting and interactive. However, the side stories and quests did not match up to that. It's mostly tailing missions as well as just simple murder missions, maybe with a bit of text you read. As well as this, the environmental storytelling was barely there. Every now and then you found something that could mean something, but those were few and far between. So, the DLCs and expansions, there were a bunch of DLCs that you could have bought. However, these are not that great, but they still existed, so I'm giving them a 7 out of 10. As well as the expansion, there was very few expansions, if any, really, for this game. I don't know why my presentation is doing this. So that's why I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. Finally, in conclusion, the gameplay is 6 out of 10. All around okay score, and the graphics is 6 out of 10. The story is 5 out of 10, and the additional content is 6 out of 10, which gives it a final score of 6 out of 10. However, because I still like to play it from time to time, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 because it's still a good game and I recommend you play it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.